Hi, welcome to Life Experiences. My name is Devin, and today's life experience is on bullying. Now, this mainly goes for teenagers, and kids should watch it too because kids may have problems with it. And you adults who are watching this, I hope you all have learned from these experiences before. Now, this mainly goes for teenagers. Now, bullying would be like, say, somebody who pressures somebody to do certain things in life, or someone who sexually harasses someone, or just, I guess, could make fun of them though, like somebody who constantly does stuff. That's being a real big bully. And first, bullying, it would be like, peer pressure. Like you guys who pressure people to do things like date certain people, wear certain clothing, do drugs, vote for this person for student government, homecoming, you name it, or anything. That is something to be careful about. You don't pressure somebody to do something if they've already told you a number of times they're not going to do it. And another thing, you sexually harassing someone. Let's say you touch them on certain parts of their body and they tell you to stop and you keep doing it. That's sexual harassment. And making fun of someone, like say the way they dress, the way they talk, or just anything. And also beating up people, like punching them, kicking them, just anything that's like that's bullying. And one example I'd like to share with you, let's say it's your senior year of high school. We all feel like that's the year when we want this to be our best year to look back on of all years of high school, and we want people to treat us with more respect and not do the same things they've been doing just all those other years, like pressuring us to do certain things, sexually harassing us, making fun of us, or being a bully in any kind of way. Nobody wants that senior year. And like say it's your senior year of high school, you pressure somebody to do something they don't want to do when they have already told you they do not want to do it, and they're trying to give you an explanation why they don't want to do it, to try to help you out so you'll understand it and you'll have enough sense to stop doing it to them. And then you still do it to them after they have already told you they don't want to do it, they don't like it, and you still don't listen to them. That will make them mad. And also, let's say you sexually harass someone, like you touch them on certain parts of their body. They keep telling you over and over to stop and you still won't do it. And they get angry and they start yelling at you, or they start, whatever, they start calling you names. You're being relentless. That's being a bully. And also making fun of somebody, if they tell you to stop it, or they say shut up, or they call you names for being a bully, you have to realize how serious it is. And if you do that to people, say your senior year of high school, or especially say you do it to them worse than what anybody else would, they have reasons to be more angry at you than anybody else, say for the rest of the year after graduation. And I know after we graduate from high school, we're angry at certain people who've done inappropriate things to us that made us angry. And we even think about the worst one that did that thing to us worse than anybody else, like pressure us to do something we don't want to do worse than anybody else, sexually harass us more than anybody else, made fun of us more than anybody else. It's like we're more angry at them than anybody else that did it to us. And we feel like we just hope that those people do not go to college with us. And then let's say they go to college with us, say fall after graduation. We all feel like, oh no, I can't believe this is happening to me. It's like we all were hoping for him not to go to college with us because we know that if we see him at college, it's like it's going to be just as bad as high school. Like we'll never get away from him. We'll never get to have any peace in our life. It's like chaos and revenge no matter what school we go to. And, nobody wants to face the worst person of their senior year at college, especially fall for graduation. And yes, if you have to face those people, say the next semester, the next year, or whatever year you're in college, that may make you uncomfortable too. But just imagine this, if they go with you fall for graduation, that can be much worse than any other semester down the road. And you all who've been bullies, you all have to realize that if you have been doing inappropriate things to people throughout your senior year, and then you go to college with them, you can tell they're angry at you, they don't want anything to do with you, and they're hostile towards you. You have to understand you've done something wrong, and you have to accept the fact that they're angry at you for a reason. And it's hard to accept, but you just have to realize that when you disrespect people, you do things that are inappropriate that make them angry, they have their reasons to be angry with you. And yes, it's hard to accept. And I know when we all go to college and we hope for people not to go to college with us, what I can say about it is you probably should not wish for that person to not go to college with you all the way up till you graduate. At some point, they may end up going with you. But facing them fall for graduation, that would be the best time to wish for them not to go to college with you, because that's when everybody is at their worst, and they're all having negative thoughts about the worst people of their senior year. And they feel like if they have to run into them, it's like they'll never get away from them. And yes, that can make matters worse. And also, you may think that that person from high school is the worst person you ever known in your whole life. Well, at some point, you never know. You may meet somebody else who may hurt you even worse. Say somebody in college or wherever it is you go. They may be a much bigger jerk than that person from high school. They may bully you, or they may take advantage of you big time. They may do bad things to you, and then they probably down the road they become hostile and everything. Those are people that they're horrible. Those are like the worst people to remember. And even if you think that you'll get over it at some point, who knows? It may take you longer than what you think. At some point in your life, you may realize that what they did to you is far more serious than that person from high school. And it may reach the point where you're realizing that what they did to you would even bother you, say, 10 years down the road or something. And if it bothers you 10 years down the road, there could be a good reason. Because they probably are the ones who have hurt you the most. And we've all have dealt with people in our lives that we have not liked. And if you forgive somebody that did you wrong senior year, that would be good whenever you feel like you're ready to forgive them. Though it may take time, it may take a few years from when you graduated to finally feel that you're going to forgive them finally, and you're going to be 100% cured from everything they've done to you. And once you forgive them and you feel better, you'll feel better about yourself that you forgave them. And then you'll realize that this other person you met down the road must have hurt you even worse. And so, well, that's all I have for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.